If you're somebody who is in their 30s or 40s watching this video, then the first thing you need to understand is that your career is not going to end in your 40s. You still have a lot of years ahead of you, at least 20 years. Doesn't matter whether you work for a private company or whether you have a government job. It also doesn't matter whether you have a business of your own. The truth today is that automation and AI is impacting all roles. Whether you are a management professional, a functional expert, or a technical expert, AI and automation is impacting all sectors, all industries. So, irrespective of who you are and what you do, you need to understand this at a deeper level, and you need to start to prepare yourself for the next 20 to 30 years of your work life. So, here are some key points of how, why, and what you should exactly do to not just adapt but also ride this AI and automation wave. So first, let's talk about functional experts. Why do functional experts need to adapt to AI? And when I say functional experts, I mean business analysts or people who are in testing or anybody who is in non-technical role, who is a business expert or a functional expert. If you are in such a role, you need to understand that all the mundane tasks, repetitive tasks is going to be automated by AI, but the work which is beyond that, the work where you can actually add a lot of value by bringing in your expertise, that is where you need to focus. And in that kind of work, which is not automatable, which is not mundane or repetitive, which is complex, which involves decision making, in that work also there will be a need to partner with AI tools. So let's say if there are two functional experts and if you want to stay competitive and in demand, then you can't just remain a functional expert with industry knowledge. You need to become a functional expert who has industry knowledge plus a good understanding of AI tools. Somebody who can use data, who can deep dive into insights, and then help the organizations to make right decisions. So in your functional role, in order to stay competitive and in order for you to provide the right value in the enhanced decision making, you need to know AI. Now, how do you do that? For that, you will need to first understand the basics of AI. You will need to understand the basics of data analytics. And in your area of expertise, you will need to understand the specific tools which are being used. For example, if you are in market analysis or if you are in financial forecasting, you will need to understand what specific AI tools are available in the market for my function. And then you need to learn those tools and start to integrate those tools for your function at your work. And you will not be able to do it without putting the right efforts and learning the basics of AI and learning these tools by becoming hands-on. So for that, you will need to take certain actions. What actions? For example, doing a little bit of research to find out what are the various tools available for your industry or your function and then learning them. Attending workshops, attending courses to brush up your knowledge on AI in general and on these tools. And number 3, also partnering with the technical people in your domain to understand from a technical perspective how AI is going to impact your domain. So learning and awareness is the key, and that's how as a functional expert you adapt with AI and become ready to work with it for the next 15 to 20 years. Now let's move to technical experts. As a technical person, why is it important for you to learn and adapt to AI? For 2 reasons. One is to expand your skill set and stay competitive. And number 2, understand that all businesses are trying to innovate by using the latest technologies at their disposal. So as a technical expert, you need to be in the forefront of developing and maintaining all these AI applications and solutions. As a technical expert, if you don't upskill and learn these tools or technologies, and if you stay in the legacy world, in the next 2 to 3 years or maybe in the next 5 years, you will see that your competition will get ahead of you and you will really struggle to find a long-term sustainable job. Now, how do you adapt to all of this? There are 2 things you need to do. One is continuous learning, which means you need to continuously be on the lookout of which tool is the latest one, what kind of development is happening on the programming side or on the technical side. And at the same time, you need to look at 1 or 2 areas where you can specialize. For example, computer vision or natural language processing, etc. So you need to identify specific areas or niche where you can specialize. And what are the actions that you can take? Some of the actions are contribute to AI projects within your own group, within your own account, or if there is a COE or a practice within your own company, try and become a part of that. If you can't find anything within your organization, look for open source projects or platforms where you can get involved in the AI work. The next thing which you may want to do is get trained and certified on the right AI tools in line with your interest area and the area where you want to specialize. And third is start to study what is happening in the industry. What are the various use cases in which AI is being applied? That will give you a good idea of where it can be applied in your organization or in your client's organization. Alright, so this is how, as a technical person, you need to adapt with AI for the next 10 to 15 or maybe 20 years. With that, now let's quickly move to management professionals. If you are a project manager above, you need to adapt to AI because the kind of projects you will be asked to lead, whether it is a client project or whether it is an in-house projects, in all projects, somewhere there will be an AI element coming sooner or later. So if you are not literate on AI, which means if you don't know AI, if you don't know the terminologies, if you don't know the latest tools, you will not be the right project manager to lead that project. So please understand that in order for you to lead and manage projects and teams, first of all, you need to know what is AI and what are those tools. It is a broad space. So you need to have a high level understanding, and then in few areas, you need to have a deep level of understanding. But you need to start now because as a manager, people look at you as a person who not only knows management, but also understand the business and the technology part. So please start to build that AI literacy. So how do you make it happen? First of all, you will have to take efforts to learn yourself, either through some training or through some course, but it is not just about you. You will also, as a manager, need to ask your team to upgrade their skills on AI because it is not just about your job. At the end of the day, if there is a new opportunity coming where they need AI skills, your team members also need to be ready with the right skills. So you just not need to think about yourself, but for your team members as well. And if you're able to do that, you and your team both can then come up with innovative ideas, innovative solutions to client problems, or you can do valuable contribution to in-house projects. And some more actions that you may want to take, for example, are connect with somebody who is already an expert. So it is always good to talk to somebody who is ahead of you, who is probably an expert in the AI space, maybe in a AI plus management kind of a role. Go and talk to them. Figure out how did they do it? How did they learn? How did they reach over there? So engaging with AI experts and consultants, identifying opportunities where you can apply your learnings, all these things are absolutely crucial. And last but not the least, understand that you will need to invest time, efforts, and money in ramping up. It is not something which will happen really quick. You will need to have that mental readiness to put in the hours, put in the money, and put in the efforts. So by following a structured approach, you in your 30s or 40s can actually navigate the next 15 to 20 years of your career in a seamless way. Companies will see you as somebody who is really valuable and somebody who is really relevant. They would want to keep you in their team. Alright, I hope you get the point. Let me know your thoughts in comments. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, hit the like button and do not forget to share this video in your WhatsApp groups. I will see you in another video soon. Take care and bye for now.